Saxophone first sounds on just the neck, mouthpiece, ligature, and reed. We've discussed breathing, we've learned how to do good embouchure, and now at this point, it's time to transition the good air that we've taken in and create a good sound here. All right, assuming all of those fundamentals are in place with your embouchure and your breathing, the sound will come out like this. Good preparation here, prepare the air. Now it's important to remember to take a good musical breath, nice and deep, and to introduce the air through the mouthpiece and get the reed vibrating and to have a consistent tone. We have to support our air. You should feel your abdominal muscles engaged while you're doing this. Do this exercise at least at mezzo forte, medium loud, or more to encourage good air support there. We want a consistent, even sound that's uniform in tone quality and volume. Inhale. And then exhale. Now it's important not to release your embouchure before the sound is expired. So don't make a sound like this where you're still breathing air through. It will come out gross like this. Okay, you must let the air expire naturally and then release your embouchure before you can finish your exhalation. Okay, so those are the important elements to remember when you're making your first sounds. It's about having great embouchure, all right? It's having a great air support and breathing and consistent flow, okay? Imagine that your air column here, where the air is traveling from your lungs out your mouth, is a hose, like a water hose. You turn on the air, or you turn on the water, right, in the hose, and the water travels all the way to the end of the hose and consistently comes out at this rate because the hose is turned on or the faucet's turned on a certain amount. Your air, in this analogy, needs to be that same sort of consistent sound, okay? So turn it on and keep it on at a consistent rate. And then release, okay? So I think we're comfortable with breathing, with good embouchure, and how to introduce our first sounds through the horn. The tongue is not involved on the reed at this point at all. We'll get to articulation shortly, but whenever you're making your first sounds, please follow those steps. All right, the intake of air, watch how whenever I drop my bottom jaw here to bring it down, I am intaking air through that part. I'm not going to breathe entirely through my nose like this. You're not going to be able to get as full of a breath. And because it's so essential to firmly rest our top teeth on the mouthpiece, I don't advocate doing this. You can actually intake more air that way versus breathing from underneath, but not by a ton. And I think it's more essential to get your position of firmly resting your top teeth on the mouthpiece than the other option there. Okay, so good luck with making your first sounds. It's always an exciting day. This is actually going to produce a concert A flat, which is the last line written for the saxophone on the treble clef staff, the fifth line. Okay, happy practicing.